My name is Mehwish Sultana, and today I'm going to talk about communication. Okay? You all are planning to become engineers. Is that correct? Most of you. And as we were just discussing, you all said that the field of IT is booming. And if you want to be successful in the market, and if you want to earn good money, if you want to be part of the global market from anywhere, you know, whether you're sitting in Lahore or Chichu Ki Malion or Kasur or Canada, you can be, you can work for any country from anywhere. Is that correct? Yes. Great. So, having said this all, do you think that the skills of engineering are enough for you to excel yourself in the market, to sell yourself to the global market? How many of you say yes to that? A show of hands can work. I can't see your show of hand. Acha. So only 2 people or 3 people showed their hands. Baki jinhone haath khade nahi kiye. Is there a reason? What is the reason?
क्योंकि communication skills के बगैर कोई भी skill जो है आपकी वो काम की नहीं है.
So you need to have a soft skill attached with your whatever skill or whatever degree you're acquiring. So why is communication important? Can anybody tell me? Why do you think communication skill, soft skill, zaruri hai? Anyone?
Exchange ideas.
To exchange ideas, and I hope you all have done your breakfast. Well, not that I'm going to offer, I just asked. You can offer me. Yes. Why are communication skills important beside the degree you're acquiring? We need to know that. We need to know that. Why? Having a degree, having an expanded, concrete, profound knowledge of the field that you are getting into is a need or a desire? Need, desire, demand, क्या है ये? ये आपकी basic ज़रूरत है, आपकी ख्वाहिश है? I can't hear you.
Basic need है.
ये आपकी बेसिक नीड है, क्योंकि आपने सरवाइव करना है, आपने फैमिलीज की टेक केयर करनी है, आपके पास रोजगार नहीं होगा तो हाउ वुड यू मेक बोथ एंड मीट, राइट? So to make both ends meet, you have to have something in your hand, something solid, something extra, so that you are in a position to earn money and serve not just yourself, but then your family and eventually country and the whole world. Be a productive part of the world. Now, having the soft skill of communication, उर्दू हो, इंग्लिश हो, पंजाबी हो, पश्तो हो, कोई भी लैंग्वेज हो, उसके अंदर अच्छी तरह से कम्युनिकेट करने की एबिलिटी आपकी ख्वाहिश है, आपकी ज़रूरत है. Absolutely. It is a must. So I'm very sorry, I'm going to quote your example. Look at your participation. Is it good enough? If we have employers sitting here, if we have people from different companies who are here to see the talent, spot people for their companies, do you think you're selling yourself good? Not at all. Do you have to sell yourself? Yes. Because the competition, sweetie, is cutthroat. Whether you are a doctor, engineer, whatever field you have chosen for yourself, great, excel in that. Do your best. Be at your best. But that degree alone is not going to help you. You have to have a solid command over the communication skills also. Now, why? Communication is a soft skill. A lot of people believe it's a fluff. It's not needed, but it is. And yes, I remember where I was. I was giving you your example that if there is an employer here, you won't be chosen. I'm really sorry. Because you have to have that charisma, that spark, that enthusiasm, that energy to show that you're going to be a productive part of that company, right? Which I'm very sorry is a bit lacking at the moment. You need to bring that in. The degree that you have, the knowledge that you have is going to give you confidence. आपको पता है कि आपके दिमाग में सारा knowledge है. आपको पता है कि आपने क्या पढ़ा है और आपने कैसे चीज को हैंडल करना है. लेकिन अगर आपसे किसी ने communicate करना है, and now because the market is becoming international, जैसे मैंने पहले कहा, आप कसूर में या किसी गांव में, किसी कस्बे में, किसी टाउन में कहीं भी बैठे हैं, you can serve any international client. Now, to talk to the international client, you have to know their language. You have to know their body language. You have to know their do's and don'ts, how to keep eye contact, how to keep them engaged. And this all comes under the big umbrella of communication skills. So communication skill, my dears, it is not a fluff at all. It is essential, it is pertinent for all of us to have. And as people said here, what is communication? The concept of communication is exchange of ideas, to communicate, right? Now let's see if this machine works. So this kind of communication is what we are having at the moment. This is me. This is you all. That's how I take it. I'm sorry to say, but this is how, for me it is, that everybody is. So, but this is how it should be. And this is a two-way communication process. And if you're not doing it with your client, just consider yourself the ambassador of a global market, of an international market, wherever you're sitting. So, if this doesn't happen, you won't sell yourself. You won't sell your degree. You won't get, or you won't have an edge over others. That's what you need to have. So, when we talk about communication skills, we are talking about speaking, and we are talking about being an active listener. And when you say that you're an active listener, so when I look at somebody, they nod. It is very important for international clients and for people here, a person like me, I'm not a foreigner of course, लेकिन अगर मैं किसी से बात कर रही हूँ और वो हुनकारा नहीं भर रहा, वो nod नहीं कर रहा, it doesn't work for me. I don't want to talk to a wall or to a dummy. I want to talk to a human being, somebody who responds, who tells me, shows me a gesture, right. Oh. So this is what I need. And if you can't say it with the help of words, your eyes should tell me that you're listening. Give me a nod. Give me a smile. Lean back. Lean forward. But show me some movement. I know that you're alive. Right? And when we talk about, so speaking is alone in this soft skill. You have to be an active listener. Because आपने सही सुना है, तो ही तो आप सही रिस्पॉन्ड कर पाएंगे ना. अगर आपने सही सुना नहीं है तो आप मेरे गंदम का जवाब चावल से देंगे. Using non-verbal cues. Got it? So all of these non-verbal cues are very important. They include your facial gestures. They include how you stand. They include your body language. We'll talk more about it. And tone of voice. Oh my God, how important it is. How important it is. Now let's talk about tone of voice first of all. Great job. Does it sound I'm appreciating somebody? No. Great job. I am saying great job. So does it sound I'm appreciating somebody? Yes. No. Great job. Good. Does it sound like I'm appreciating somebody? Yes. Yes. Your tone changes the whole meaning, the complete meaning. So the way you say things, it absolutely matters a lot. 38% of the impression we make on people is through our tone. So we can convey a very wrong message to people when we say things in the wrong tone. For example, you. Just the change of tone. You. makes a hell lot of a difference. So now it's just a word, you, but when you're at a working place, when you're in a company, your tone makes a whole lot of a difference, because आपके साथ क्या होगा, आप अपने colleague से बात करें, आप अपनी team lead से बात करें, आप अपने management के head से बात करें, और वो कहेंगे यार ये किस tone में बात की इसने, कहना क्या चाह रही थी, what was he trying to say actually? So हम अपनी regular routine को जब incorporate करते हैं workplace में, it doesn't work. So you have to be very careful, mindful of your tone. The ultimate goal of communication, transfer information or ideas in a clear, concise and meaningful way. We have talked about it. When you're communicating with people, sometimes we do or give a lot of auditory clutter. Do you know what is a clutter? Do you know what is a clutter? Mess. अगर आपने सारे कपड़े ऊपर नीचे फेंक दिए हैं, that's a clutter. आपका कमरा बिखरा हुआ है, that is a clutter. So anything जो बिखरी हुई is a clutter. When we are communicating with people, sometimes consciously or unconsciously, we add auditory clutter in our communication. Now, what is auditory clutter? There are two types of auditory clutter. Audit is from listening, right? So audio, audit. Auditory clutter, the non-words. I'm going to say a few things and I'm going to add auditory clutter in it. So I went there and it was good. I liked it. So these ahs and ums and ahs, this is auditory clutter. Do you like it? No, because you lose interest. Number one, you think she doesn't know what she's talking about. She's not sure herself. मुझे क्या बताएगी? Right? So you lose credibility when you have auditory clutter in shape of non-words in your communication. Then we have auditory clutter in shape of words also. हर एक के अपने auditory clutter हैं. A lot of people would be like, you know, they like to say a lot of like, and because they like to say a lot of like, so after every few words, they like to say like. And a kind of, you know, like a kind of, a thing is in me, like a kind of. And then people have auditory clutter like, you know, I went to there, I went to that place, you know, it was really good. You know. So there are, do you know what auditory clutter in shape of words do you use? You need to find that out. How are you going to find it out? Because हम unconsciously बोल रहे होते हैं वो. So you're going to choose a topic randomly. Do it for 3 to 4 days. Choose a topic. Just say a few lines, record your voice, listen to yourself. You would know how many auditory clutters in shape of non-words and in shape of words do you have. But you need to know that. Do you think I have any word that I tend to repeat time and again? No. Not because I was born with it, because I worked on it. I recorded myself, I listened to myself, and I realized, oh, I say a lot of, oh, So I need to get rid of that. So I identified my weaknesses and I worked on them and I eliminated them. And that's how you sound credible. You sound trustworthy and you get this profound, meaning in your message. So, the non-words, well, kind of, like, get rid of these. It is called auditory clutter. Another thing which is very important, when you're talking to people, you have to see if you're able to project your voice or not. Now, you're not going to yell. Am I yelling at the moment? Yes. Because I want to make sure that I reach you. Am I yelling? Yes, I am.